So that gentleman on the left wearing the red hat, that's Ed Miller. The gentleman to my right, slightly behind me from your perspective, is my father. And I was having brunch with them. Ed Miller is an old family friend who was a professor of my dad's when my dad was an undergraduate student in the college, in the university, and they liked each other and became friends. And Ed had, I don't remember, a couple of serious life-threatening health issues that compounded, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, like a brain tumor and a stroke or a clot or something. Like, he almost died at some point. He was like, whoa, it's amazing he didn't die. And now it's like he exists, at least in terms of how he communicates, in this continual fog that's sometimes thicker and sometimes almost clears. And so when you sit with him and talk with him, and he's much slower physically too, of course, but he's there, he's present, the thoughts are there, the words do not arrange themselves the way that they normally do in our brains. That's the difficulty that he has, is managing that. But he doesn't, even though he often fails, he doesn't get depressed about it, down about it, frustrated about it. He still cares. Woo, that was scary, wasn't it? I got scared. You guys get scared? Did you think it was an earthquake? Crap. Everything's falling apart. Technical difficulties indeed. Turn the wipers on. Wow, lots of things happened there. Anyways, yeah, you have to concentrate and help him out, but he's still nice to spend time with. And there are two things about Ed that I remember. One is that every time he sees me now, which is every few months, I'll go out to lunch with him and my dad. My dad goes, we pick him up, take him out to lunch. And at some point, I thought he was going to forget it this time, but then he brought it out at the end. And he couldn't quite say it the way that he used to. Like, he'd express the memory like this. I always remember this about you, Jeremy. But then oh, that's, you're going for that. The way he couldn't get it out this time, but you're the guy that he was saying and pointed to me, and it's like, right, I remember now. I knew it was gonna come up. And apparently there was some point when he was around and I was a kid, and I said, you know, I love Uncle Ed. But maybe less offhanded, more like just like, I love Uncle Ed. Expressed like affection, affinity, love in a way that always struck him and has always stuck with him ever since then. And then the other thing that I remember about Ed is, like, one time he stopped by our house when we were having dinner. I was a kid, and he was like, ooh, what's that? In the casserole dish. And he was just standing by the table, and he picked up the serving spoon, the big serving spoon, and like just carved out a hefty chunk of whatever it was in the casserole dish and just ate it right from the serving spoon. And I was like, wow, you can do that? Wow, he just did that. Wow. I was amazed. I didn't know you could do that. So what I'm working on today is another project that's been waiting in the queue for quite some time. Another thing that's been on lists and just sitting there. And as with those things, I'm doing them now. Something has changed, and I don't know, whatever the wall was in front of me before, it's gone now. Anyways, this is a project called Things That Happened in Temporary Homes. It's a second book. It's a collection of things that I've already written because I've got all this material and it's just sitting there. So why not pull it together and throw it into a second book? And so what I'm doing now is I'm going through that material. I've gone through, I think, 4 legal pads today, and I'm going to go through the 5th now of the 5 that I brought, and then I'll be done for today. And there's 2 or 3 times that amount of stuff in total to sort through, and then it's a matter of typing it up, mixing it into a shape that makes sense, a rhythm, a flow. So yeah, things that happen in temporary homes. Okay. Now I have to do the other sign, but the first one is done. Who knows what it is? Who knows what it is? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? I forgot you were on. Do you get it? Give you a hint. She never let him kick the football either.